Oh, it's, DuPont, right? Is it? What happened to the rest of your horse? Oh my god, the horse head is your head now. Oh, jeez. Alright, we are back to the old Yuppie Psycho, and before you kind of freak out about my current location, don't worry, I have a perfectly good explanation for that. We're turning back the hands of time here for a bit. At that point where we left off, the game kind of drops a little blockade, as in, it blocks off the majority of the building for you at that point, and it kind of shoots you towards almost the end game. Unfortunately, there were a couple of things I wanted us to do before that happened, which I wasn't aware that at some point the game would be like, you gotta stop here, now you can't go back anymore. So, luckily, I do have plenty of saves, so I jumped back to an earlier save before what we did last time. But don't worry, we're not gonna do that all over again. Once I show you what I wanted to show you here, we would jump back forward to my current save, so that the ending incorporates what we're about to show off here today, if that all makes sense. For now, the first thing I wanted to show off here is, remember the old cocktail that Sintra was indulging on last time by the pool? Well, we picked up that cocktail for sure. That's one of the things I wanted to do. Never really had a chance to use it because then, as I mentioned, the game just locked me out. But check this out. If we use this over here, you splat that on the painting, and this goes up. Now this, I guess, like, I'm not sure if this has any sort of impact on the ending, probably. But it does have a little bit of lore to it for a fact, and that's what this game's all about, right? You gotta find out the lore. Let's read this here first. It says it's Hexenhammer. What's it doing lying here? A copy of Hexenhammer, right? Remember, we brought one to Sintra, that makes sense. That's probably where Sintra hid it, right? What? What's all this? They all say Hexenhammer. All of them are Hexenhammers. Why are there so many copies of the book here? What I'm imagining what this all means is that the cycle of the hunter, of the witch, has been going on for a very long time. And we kind of know that from the other hunters, right? AM, Corvo, and not only that, there's also like a bunch of bodies that we found just on the way towards the Hexenhammer the first time at the library. There's been a lot of people that have died trying to kill this witch, and that right there is just copies upon copies upon copies. Essentially, I feel like the Hexenhammer, once it's brought to Sintra, it gets digitized, stored into the library. You know, she's a computer anyway, an AI anyway. And then the Hexenhammer itself goes back to where it, always goes back to, where we found it from. So that was the first important thing I wanted to show off that we did not have a chance to show off. Now, the second one that we're about to show off right now is really major. So get ready for this one. Okay, so jumping forward a little bit here, this is going to be the really, really big part that we missed out on, but don't worry, now it's incorporated into our regular saves, no worries there, but it's something I wanted to do, but as I mentioned, since the game kind of blockades you at some point, I was unavailable to do this anymore. But this is done by fixing and praying at the altars, the AM altars that we found, 3 of them. And what that does is if you do that before you come over here to check out Sintra's, or at least the family Sintra's cemetery, and you get their bell thing from the thing or whatever, it triggers a very intriguing NPC, I guess we could probably say. Come closer. Forgive me, I was just leaving. I made a mistake. I said come closer. Who are you? Brian, I like how he's still trying to keep formal, all things considering. Pasternack. Are you the witch? The witch? Are you blind as well as unable to speak? Do you not see that my presence floods everything around you with glorious light? That wretched creature you call witch could crawl out of a dark hole full of filth, don't you think? Answer me, Pasternack. Why did you defile this poor girl's grave? No. It was in case there were any leads. Leads to what? About the witch? Well, yeah. Why are you interested in her? Who sent you? Well, I'm not supposed to say. But I suppose I can make an exception. I've been hired to kill the witch. I've come this far following the leads of this photo. I wanted to find out some information about Ray Sintra and the other girl next to her. Is the company still hiring hunters? Well, sort of. If so, I owe you an apology. My name is Atia Moeda. I worked for this company many years ago, and I tried to end the witch. AM? AM? That's AM, boys. Just as you are now. Unfortunately, my colleagues and I were unable to successfully complete our task. However, we were very close to doing so. Couldn't you give me some information? I'm a little lost. I met the matriarch of the family before she died, Zhu Ying. She told me the story of how it all started. See that we're gonna miss this, and this is gonna be really, really big right now. Many years ago, the Sintra family lived in this building. They were a normal married couple, but they had one true regret. They couldn't have children. Therefore, they decided to spend all their savings to take a trip abroad, hoping to adopt a baby on the black market. That's how they found a beautiful girl locked up. Her name was Domori. The owner told them that she would bring them luck and fortune, but in return, they had to follow 2 rules. Keep her safe within the magic seal, and make her happy. Or don't let her get wet or feed her after midnight. The family soon realized that Domori wasn't a normal girl. They followed the 2 rules and took care of her as their own daughter. And the divine nature of the girl filled the family with luck and prosperity. Within a few months, they had transformed their home into a headquarters of Sintracorp, and the company started to grow and grow. But their luck did not stop. Several years later, a beautiful girl was born. Ray Sintra. The 2 sisters soon became inseparable. They were the golden years of the company. Growing and growing to become the biggest in the world. Until one day, everything went wrong. Ray Sintra mysteriously disappeared. Domori became unstable, hysterical. The company went into crisis. After a month of freefall, the girl was still missing. So the family decided to end it. They burned Domori. The business crisis ended suddenly, but Ray Sintra never appeared. To silence the rumors, the family held a funeral without a body. That was the beginning of the witch's curse. So how is that for information about the game, huh? Yeah, we were gonna miss that, unfortunately, had we not had saves prior. So can we just allude at this point right now that Domori is the witch? Maybe. I mean, Ray Sintra went missing and never was found too, so... Then the witch is that girl, Domori. Didn't you find out where she was hiding? A member of my team found her lair, but for the security reasons, he kept the information from us. In the end, he also disappeared, like everyone else. But after all these years, I've realized something. It was a mistake to focus our efforts on finding the witch. What really matters is the daughter of the family, Ray Sintra. They never found her body, so she's still missing. She's the only one who knows what happened at that key moment when everything went wrong. If you want to kill the witch, find Ray Sintra. Wait a minute, but where? I have no idea where that girl might be, but I do know someone very much like her. I have to get back to my office and talk to Sintra as soon as possible. I have a feeling that I'm very close to solving this puzzle. Now, don't worry. At this point, we're not going to do that because you know what happens at this point. This is where you get accosted by Rostov. You get forced into the party. At this point, if you haven't done this, it's going to lock you out. So if you guys are playing your own states, want to trigger this, make sure you do all this before you come to the grave because Rostov will kidnap you to the party, and that's about it. So at this point, we're going to jump over to my normal save now with all this incorporated, and we go on from there. This is where we left off last time after the party. We were picked up by the security guy from the USSR. Hugo is about to become the next CEO apparently, which is also terrible, so there's a lot of bad things happening here at the moment. The USSR team thanks you for your evaluation. Welcome to Sintracorp. You got 1 sheet of witch paper. Is that because I rated the company once nonstop? Maybe if you rank them 5, you get 5 sheets of witch paper. Alrighty, so let us return to Sintra. Yep. Okay. Yeah, they know who I am now. That's not a good look for Sintra. Sintra's broken. What am I gonna do without her? We inform our employees of the recent appointment of Mr. Hugo as CEO of Sintracorp. Yeah, we knew that was happening. No, unfortunately, everything does seem to be sealed. There was a banging, knocking on the door. I also keep hearing like this weird, like, choking sound. I'm not sure if you guys can make... You could probably hear my bird right now going crazy outside, but... There's like this really weird, like, somebody's choking sound happening. Okay. Well, I heard knocking as we stepped out of the computer here, so let's come out here and check that out. If we can. It's a baby. It's a baby carriage there. Alright, there was a baby carriage. Everything's dark now too. Yeah, and this is, I guess, what the reason why you can't do anything anymore after this point is because of all this here. The building goes crazy. Rightfully so, considering the witch is loose now. She knows who you are. Oh. I'm sorry for not paying for this, but I unfortunately need him at the moment here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Excuse me. What are you doing out of your containment room? This guy's loose. I'm not playing this with a walkthrough, mind you. Everything I'm doing is kind of like blind. So whenever people like tell me to do stuff in the comments, I normally tend to either... If I see like the comment looks to be like, do this, I ignore it because I don't want to get spoiled. But one of the things that I did read, unfortunately, that I did kind of get spoiled on was this over here, but it's fine. I don't think it's a really big major thing, but, or maybe it is, I don't know. But I was told that I should use a witch paper on the glass over here in the restroom. And apparently something happens, but not sure what. Reflected in the mirror, the silhouettes, the snake looks like a 2 instead of an S. But yeah, if you guys could at least tell me like where you get the idea to do this, that'd be very what the hell. What? Okay, that's the devil that we saw with the... once we acquired the dagger. The little revelation that we saw after the witch party thing. Yeah. So I'm not sure. If you guys could tell me where you're... Whoever knows about that, who told me to check that out, why? Like, where do you get the idea to do that? I'd like to know that at the very least. Okay, let's continue onwards here for now. That's kind of really weird, but... where's this fetus thing at? Look at that. You win Employee of the Month, and then the entire company goes to hell. It won't open. It's a VHS tape titled Video Club Mysterio Fired. Alright, we have like 3 videos now that we have to go watch. We need to figure out how to get ourselves back over there, though. Oh, it's, DuPont, right? Is it? What happened to the rest of your horse? Oh my god, the horse head is your head now. Oh, jeez. So they decapitated the horse and put it onto you? Or did you merge with the horse? What the hell's... Salute, Parsnip. Hi. Someone told me that you have finished the task I gave you, and that you made other friends in several different places in the company. Yeah, more or less. Oh god, he even neighs like a horse still. Good job, Parsnip. I am proud of you. He wasn't at the party, was he? Now I think about it. Thanks. But now you have to maintain that friendship and protect it. Help your friends when they're in danger. Answer their calls and show them that you know them. Call them by their names. Okay. Now you can leave. I'm sure you have a lot of work to do. Call them by their names. Alright. So this is where the boy... I still keep hearing that freaking sound. It's kind of annoying me. That camera's going crazy as well. Like, I don't know what that sound is, but it's just... It's still here. So if this is where the guy came from, the fetus thing, I'm curious if there's something behind him now, because I gotta be very vigilant about all sorts of secrets. Okay, it doesn't hurt me. Okay. You've got, like, a bloody mouth. Well, fortunately, I have my video recorded. So, I think I need to match these injuries up to the person that had the injury in the, during the party. So, I think we gotta probably do this. Okay, hold up. Who am I? Yeah, alright, let me take a look at my video here. Okay, this right here is going to be Irina. During the witch party thing, she was trying to eat something and her mouth was bleeding, so I believe it was Irina Rostov. Perfect. So I guess that's what you gotta do, what the horse thing just told us to do. Find your friends, they're in need of help, call them by their first name, etc., etc. So... Oh, and the sound is also gone now, that choking sound. Okay, so let's go back. There was another sound over here, so that means that somebody that we know must be here. Would it be Sosa? No, Sosa's empty, unless she's cocooned and hiding? Nah, she's not here either. Would it be from the computer? Well, we went to the Sintra one, and there was nothing there because I looked around seeing if there was something for us to find. I wonder if we could go back to the Corvo. Yeah, the sound is still here. Oh, God, it's here. Okay, so that's the reason why we kept on hearing it there, too. Perfect. So, hold up, what are you... Ear. I think Ear was Dashi. That one is fairly... I remember that one fairly well because, you didn't see what was wrong with Dashi until he removed his hand from his ear, and then he went off to the elevator. So this should be Dashi, and I believe his first name was like... Ixnay or something like that. It is kind of disturbing how he frees them from that cocoon, isn't it? I wonder if that means anything. There it is, Ine. Ixnay. Whatever, close enough. Okay. He's been freed as well. So now... I guess... The elevators are blocked, right? I guess what we can do is go to the bathroom. There's a vent over there, for sure. But there's also this. I guess what I could do here finally is I've been storing these boxes, so maybe this could be important. Can we use the boxes here? Perfect. Ah, this takes us to Video Mysterio. Perfect. Are you in here? Yeah, okay. So here we have another one of you. Just based on locations, has to be Sosa, right? Eyes, yeah, Eyes with Sosa. Plus, I mean, the video club thing should be like a freaking dead giveaway. I I kind of forgot Sosa's first name. That was the problem. That's not Cade. Tony was Chapman, if I'm right. Jenna or Martha? No, Jenna was Malone. Yeah, Jenna was Malone. It's Martha Sosa. Okay, another one saved. Okay, so one of the dead giveaways here thus far that I've noticed is that there's a sound here. It seems like your friends are technically located in the area that they normally kind of like hung out most of the time in the game. The Dashi one was kind of a little bit crazy, I guess because he's IT, he was inside of the computer. There it is. But this is Tom Chapman over here, because this is where we normally saw him. So this has to be Tony right here. Tony. Now, Jenna, I don't know much about Jenna. That's the one that kind of confuses me a little bit about Jenna. And Kate, I mean, I guess Kate would make sense in room number 4, right? Alright guys, so I've been looking around for a bit for Jenna. I can't really seem to figure it out. So, unfortunately, we're almost out of time with this video anyway. So the last thing I want to do, at least before we wrap this up and start moving the story forward. I mean, we kind of are by saving our friends. I imagine it has to have some sort of impact on the story overall. Maybe for a good ending of some kind. But before we wrap everything up, I guess we could probably talk to this boy. We still have to find Jen as the problem with Kate. I don't know where they're at, unfortunately. Plastinudo's Revenge! That's not my name at all. I've seen her. Whom? The witch. I'm sorry, kid. You want some cheese? It always helps me. Thank you. That's not what I wanted to. What are you going to do now? I don't know. I'm lost. Why? It's like I can't do anything anymore. I thought I'd found the solution to the problem, and everything, it all fell apart. Everything's broken. If something is broken, there is a very simple solution. What? You fix it. There's a way to fix everything. If you know what's broken, you've got half the problem solved, no? Yeah, I guess so. But where you can fix... Wait. IT. I'm sure Dashi could fix Sintra. Thank you, Mr. Goblin. You're a genius. Alright, well, I guess that's our next destination, and Dashi's office. Yes! There's one around here. There's one around here. Would it be down? I mean, there's nothing else over here. Behind the guy, I doubt there's anything. It was like a shit. Yes, there's one right there. Perfect. Which one are you? You are Jenna. I remember Jenna had to splatter across, like, right down the face. This has to be Malone. So all we're missing now is, unfortunately, Cade. And I guess we have to go to room phone number 4 for that one. Who am I? You are Jenna. Boom. All we're missing now is Kate, then. Excellent. Alright, guys, we're out of time. Way over time. I'm going to wrap it up here for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Didn't really make too much progress because I really want to show off all the stuff that we missed out on. That's very important to the story, but I think that was more important, just kind of progressing forward, getting all that really important lore into the video. So, next episode is going to be nothing but progress from here on out, I imagine. We still have to find Kate, unfortunately. I am still the demon as well. So now we got to move forward. And we'll be doing that next time. I'll catch you guys then.